Well, hello, hola a todos. This is Latinas for Life. This is our first podcast, and I'm hoping that you all will find it enjoyable, inspiring, and funny. We do have a few funny characters, but we're doing this con mucho amor because we care about our Latino community, we care about our people, pero sobre todo nuestras mujeres. So here are my friends. I call them my friends, my sisters, my tribe sisters, and we will tell you in the process of this why are we tribe sisters, where did we meet, why are we enjoying our life together, and why are we always each other's backup, porque sí debe ser la hermandad latina, ¿no? Siempre tener ese grupo de mujeres listas a decir, hey, who are we beating up today? Anyways, with me today, it's Omi, my sweet Omi, and then it will be Sonia and Franny, but I will let them do their own introduction. But welcome to Latinas por la Vida. You go,
Hola,
Omi, go for it.
hola, good afternoon. Bueno, yes, we're all here together because we have it's one common tie. We're all ex-abortion workers, pero la verdad es que más importante que eso somos latinas. We're all mothers, somos madres, and we all are passionate for life. Tenemos un amor del Señor, para el Señor, bueno, que es incomparable, incomparable. ¿Por qué? Porque nosotros hemos vivido una vida que no ha sido fácil, especialmente por el tiempo que trabajamos en las clínicas del aborto. So por eso, we're bonded. And so I live in Tampa, Florida, and I am a nurse. And I'm the funny one in case you didn't know it. A mí me dijeron que había café, yo vine con una taza, yo vine con mis rolos, porque, bueno, Puerto Rico se hace todo con los rolos hasta que llegamos al evento. So, como voy de camino para el evento, aquí estoy. And you'll get to know more about me in the sense that I'm always joking around, pero there's a serious side to it, you know? And so we have all experienced the serious side, pero aquí, through love and through God and a lot of jokes, we're going to share truth because that's what we're here for. Now I hand the mic over to Franny.
Hello, everyone. My name is Franny, and as Myra and Noemi said, we have a lot of things in common, and that's what unite us. And most definitely, I think our life has changed drastically to the point where our biggest hurt or our biggest, sin is what drives us now. Um, and offering reparations of that, through our faith, we're able to do that. And yeah, that's what definitely drives me. I'm sure the rest of the ladies, it drives them. Y bueno, más que nada, para mí esto viene muy personal porque según yo entré a la industria del aborto para ayudar a mi gente, ¿no? Para ayudarles, porque necesitaban alguien que hablaba inglés y en español, porque les íbamos a educar, ofrecer todos estos servicios gratuitos a nuestra comunidad, a las mujeres, empoderarlas para que no fueran víctimas y más que nada, eso creo que es lo que más me duele a mí, es que fue en mi propia comunidad, literalmente donde yo vivía, en donde fui a trabajar en una industria del aborto por 5 años, casi 5 años. And what a better place than to be able to contribute back into our community, all this healing, all this information, all this truth instead. So yes, I'm so excited to be part of this, and I want to thank Myra for including me in this. And I love these ladies. I love their stories. I love hearing former abortion worker stories. I'm very passionate about life. And I'm more of the serious one, I guess. But if you know me in person, I get wild like Naomi.
Yep.
All right, Sonia, go for it.
Hi, I'm Sonia Torres. I live in Texas, North Texas, por la área de Dallas, Northeast Dallas. Yo vine a conocer a Myra y a Omi y a Fernie, así también, because of the abortion industry. I'm glad I was able to meet them. Somebody like me, somebody that, I don't like to say somebody that looks like me because I don't want to put anybody away or push anybody out.
Yeah.
But somos Latinas and we have something in common. And that's how I was able to come into the group with the ladies. Um, I mean, it brings me joy that we're able to compare our stories, and as Latinas to be out here, being able to be of service to you guys. I'm hearing the noise. I'm sorry. Um, be of service to the Latino community. That not just us, but you guys as well. That as Latinas, we can make our own choices for what's right, because we are taught to, as Latinos, we have to be serving uh, um, a certain party or a certain church or a certain, as Latinas, you can make your own choice and make what's right. And we're here to work together to bring the voice for our Latino community. But anyways, I was an ex-abortion worker, and I'm here to tell my story, and we have more to come.
Yeah, you know what I just noticed? Well, I actually noticed when I was sending the invite. It's so funny. So, Frane, California, Myra, Arizona, Sonia, Texas, and Omi, Florida. We have the entire West, the
Yes.
Southwest cover. Isn't that funny? That
Thumbs
we're
up.
representing the highly Hispanic areas. And I think our story, Franny, I was listening to you and I was like, wait, see, we all say the same thing. We were hired because we were told we're going to help our Latino community. No, Franny, a mí me dijeron, you need to go help these women get out of their kitchen. They don't know they need to care for their bodies. They don't know they need pap smears. That's what I was told. No? Entonces, we all work, so they all told you, we all used to work for the abortion industry because we wanted to help women, and we all open our eyes to the truth in a very different and hard way. Unos más rápido que otros. In my case, it took me 17 years to understand what I was doing in that industry. And then Omi has a different story. But today it's our first podcast together, and it's gonna be a fun one. And you guys will hear all about our stories. But today we are just going to tell you what we do today, like where are we in life. You heard our past, and you're gonna hear throughout the segments a little bit more about each of us. But today we want to tell you what we all do, because yes, our past defines who we are going to be in the future, and that's what Franny was talking about. That's why we work so hard every day for redemption, not only our redemption but the redemption of others. And with that said, I mean, you have like those roles because you're going where are you going?
Listen, okay, so I'm Puerto Riqueña, so we all represent our culture, right? And in Puerto Rico, I'm going to tell you that whenever me pueden decir, vamos para el supermercado, vamos para aquí, vamos para allá, y rapidito se meten los rolos, because you have to look pristine, aún en la línea del supermercado. Como
That's
a mí me
right.
mandaron una invitación que íbamos a hacer un podcast, yo me metí los rolos because I have to look pristine. So,
Nice.
prepárense. A mí no me gusta. I'm the one that's very low key, and in the sense that, not my mouth, but me. So I don't prepararme. I don't comb my hair and stuff like that. So you're gonna all see something funny every time that we have a
No,
podcast.
pero les prometemos that she will always be wearing clothes. I already talked to her about it.
I
Just
signed
to
the
get some info.
disclosure. I signed the disclosure that there has to be some. You
Yeah.
guys know the story behind that.
We're not only fans or whatever that is called. We're not. That's not what we do here. No.
Listen.
So I don't care if she doesn't wear a bra or underwear. That's on her. As long as we don't see anything, we're cool.
The world is going to get to know ex-abortion quitters like they never have known before, because we're going to let you guys into our circle as much as we can. So throughout our podcast, through our recordings, you're going to find little bits and pieces. You're going to find out that, we cry, we laugh, we do all these things together because we are each other's support. And through that, you're going to find out that we're human. So we have funny moments. We have sad moments. We have moments that we get locked out of our rooms. We have moments that we're not wearing a bracelet and have to go do a rescue mission. We have moments that we're doing just all these things. Why?
Yeah.
Because when we were all in the abortion clinic, we focused really hard on ending life. We did anything that we had to do to be present on time, be early, be thorough, be really good at what we did. So now we're here for God, being really good at what we do. And so we do that together.
Yeah. What do you do? Like what do you do in the day? Like do you
A
work
day
anywhere?
I
Or
don't
you
put
just
rolos
kind of
on.
look for it?
Let's just say that this was all for you guys. So I have this huge blessing where I get to work at a pregnancy care resource center, literally about 5 minutes away from my old abortion clinic.
What's
So
pregnancy resource center? Because I don't know about you, Franny and Sonia, but I used to tell people they were fake people inside those places. They're not gonna help you. They're church ladies. You certainly don't look like. I don't know what church lady meant, but I repeated it like loro. No, they're
yeah,
church ladies. They're just gonna traumatize you. Was that the
They're a
same thing for
cult.
you
That they
guys?
were a cult. They
yeah,
wanted
that's
to
all.
recruit you for.
Well, so, true story, where my old abortion clinic was, we shared a wall with a different pregnancy resource center. And I remember one day, we had gotten some mail for them. Y yo tenía una de esas locuras metida en la cabeza. And I said, I'll take the mail to them. And I went across the fence, came out, went across, and walked right into, and they were panicked. They clearly knew who I was, right? And they were like, and so I like threw the mail like on their little reception desk. I said, listen, relax. Cálmense, cálmense. I'm here to tell you that you guys need to do better. Okay? You guys need to do better and be better because you guys suck.
Mm-hmm.
I take all your patients from you. You have never not once taken one of my patients from me. So do better, be better, and then we can talk about who's right and who's wrong. And I stormed out.
Wow.
And I stormed out laughing. And they were still, as I'm like the whole time, right? So why? I'm human. I mean, I'm a person just like them. There should have been no fear, because when we're walking with the Lord, we should not fear anything or anyone. That's number one. Number two, I really did mean do better and be better, because pregnancy care centers are all over the United States in a bunch of different little towns, and they provide resources. Most of what they provide is diapers, wipes, second, well, how do we phrase it? Slightly used clothing, sometimes new clothing. We have donations where we get car seats. We have different programs, and education, lots of education. But all of that is really for a family who has chosen life. So, and then there's like the intake portion. So where the pregnancy center that I work for, it's called Oasis. We have a really strong medical component where we do an intake, we do our sonograms, we do our free pregnancy testing, and then we do an advocacy session, really giving options, something that in the abortion clinic, none of us gave options. I think it's safe to say that the only option we were providing was abortion, whether it was Planned Parenthood or a small mom and pop like mine. Like they would come in and say like, oh, maybe if I had food stamps, no, you just need to get rid of this baby. If you can't feed the 4 you have, you can't feed number 5. Food stamps are not going to help you forever. Let's go have an abortion. So we were pro-abortion so much. Well, at the pregnancy care centers, we're trying to reverse that by really offering realistic resources and realistic connections and housing assistance and help trying to get insurance. And the truth about abortion, like the time that I sit back there one-on-one with an abortion-minded patient or somebody who's undecided, I ask permission and I respectfully give them the truth. I say, listen, I ran a clinic. Here it is. This is the truth about it. You're going to walk in there. It is going to smell amazing, look amazing. It's going to look so comforting. They're going to offer to give you everything for free, and then they are going to abort your baby, right? They're going to kill your baby. I challenge you. Ask them, take 2 seconds just to see if they're really pro you, and ask them, what if I'm not sure about this? What can we talk about? What other options they are? And you're going to see their response. So that's the blessing that I have today, that I get to see women. I've met women here that I've aborted before. I've been able to have walk-ins that were at my old purple building and it didn't feel right. So they looked around, they got our number and they came over here. I had a young lady whom over there they told her there's no heartbeat. I said, stop, just come over here. We're 5 minutes away. And we did this amazing sonogram with the strongest heartbeat. We gave pictures. They were able to hear, and it was amazing to be able to really make a difference in the world in that sense, or in that little one's life for that day. So that's what I do these days.
Right, that's amazing. How about you, Franny? Where are you up to in California? Now, hats off, because Omi is in Florida, Sonia is in Texas, and it's like Florida, pro-life, Texas, pro-life, Arizona, but
And then
California,
California,
ouch!
Yeah, yeah, full blown pro-abortion. Yes, thumbs down to the governor and the legislators making it hard here to save babies. Well, right now, actually, it's gonna be 3 years this month that I work at a pregnancy help center in the South Bay, which is like 15 minutes away from my home. And we offer I think it's pretty much the same thing as what OMI has in Florida. We are medically based. We offer medical services and limited mental health services as well. And it's a big, I was a teen mom myself, pregnant at 16, had my baby at 17, chose life for her. But I never knew about the center, and it already existed back then. It's this year we're turning 50 years, and my daughter's 25, and I had no clue this center existed or even the people that serviced it, volunteered in it, donated to it existed. And my first 2 weeks here, it was so overwhelming. A short story that I can share was learning about the medical director, how he not only pretty much practically volunteers his time, he just get a small stipend, but he also donates um, large amounts of money. And I just wanted to cry when I found that out because I worked in the medical industry even after leaving, the abortion industry, and I've never heard of a medical provider, let alone a doctor, be so selfless. And it just very, it brought tears to my eyes. And like my boss was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yes." It's just that I've never heard of a medical person caring so much about unborn or women. And I'm like, I didn't know about the center. All the services and resources that it connects a mom who experiences an unplanned pregnancy. I think it would have done wonders for me. I mean, let alone my family did provide a lot of support. Thankfully, I was still able to continue school and a lot of things that I was able to do. But I think being connected to a center like this, oh my God, um, I think I would have just been in shock and probably turned pro-life since then. Um, but yeah, a lot of people don't know about these centers. Más que nada, nuestra gente. Estoy 100% segura que no saben de estos centros que ayudan a las mamás, a las mujeres. I've been in the sidewalk praying in my former abortion clinic. I remember a mom that got off her bus stop and praying. You know why I got off here? Sorry. You know why me tuve que bajar y los miré aquí afuera? Dice, porque hace 20 años yo hubiera querido que alguien estuviera aquí cuando yo aborté a mi bebé. She's like, that the social worker, her husband, all the people that were surrounding her were telling her to abort her baby. And it was going to be baby number 5. And that's why that she was going to be able to do it. And things. all that kind of, mentality and propaganda that women are told that they can't do one more baby. And so I think if she would have been known about a center like this, she would have had, an abundance in support. So yeah, that's where I work. I work in the administrative part of it, helping organize events for fundraising, um, being able to kind of do all the administrative and paperwork, the boring stuff, but I love it on this end. But yes, that's what I do.
Myra no se oye.
Can't hear you.
Oh, there it is.
Now,
She's muted.
Uh,
she's unmuted, but I think it's glitching.
Oh,
That is
is
the
it just?
ego that doesn't want this to be heard because
Okay.
we're already reaching people. No se oye, Myra. I don't know what she's saying, but in the meantime, Sonia, why don't you go ahead? While she's
Yeah.
Before I finish what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna say, we don't like those centers. We don't. No encuentro que muchos hispanos van porque los hispanos es más, somos más como, bueno, algunos ya estamos
orgullosos.
aprendiendo que calladitos somos más, calladitas más bonitas, and we keep everything in and we don't ask for the help because we're supposed to do it, right? Nosotros
Yeah.
podemos sin la ayuda. But anyway, so yo lo que yo estoy haciendo ahora, desde que ha hecho mucho desde que dejé la clínica de abortos, porque yo tengo muchos años, several years that I left. But I have a 26-year-old son, and then I have a 17-year-old daughter. The 17-year-old daughter keeps me very busy. She's about to graduate. So, and then in the midst of that, I work at a clinic at the school. So when my kids started going to school, I said, I'm going to work at the school district so I can always keep an eye out. Porque ese fue el trato de mí y mi esposo, que yo me iba a encargar de los niños mientras él trabajaba. Y pues también para poder ayudar yo a la casa, pues me puse a trabajar también. Primero empecé como voluntaria y luego ya empecé a trabajar. Empecé de voluntaria y luego ya empecé a trabajar cuando estaba mi niño en kindergarten. I subbed for a very long time and then I started working permanently. Left for a very long time and then came back when my daughter started pre-K. And I'm still, and I've left and come back because of the schedule. It's better that way to keep an eye on her. Go in at 7:30, come out at 3:30, take her to cheer practice, take her to the games. That's what I do. That's my other full-time job. But I work at the school district. I help 2 nurses. I go to 2 different schools and just help her out with the clinic flow. The kids that come in, just the normal viruses that come in, stomach ache, I don't know, all the
And
fake
you're a
stuff.
cheer mom. You're a cheer mom.
Yes.
That's important in Texas. I've
Oh,
learned.
it's very competitive and you have to have the attitude for it. But I'm not the mean one. I'm the nice one. I think. I don't know what they think about
She's
me.
the nice one until you mess with her child or her child's
Yes.
cheer team. And
Don't
then
mess with my
los
child.
calladitos se les sale lo loco.
Sí. Pero ya me tienen hasta aquí, so yeah, like, yes. But, I have to keep a certain level of niceness, because, no quieres que te pasen por arriba, pero también tienes que ser la persona, ¿cómo se dice? If they need help, or you have to be an example, ¿ves? Porque siempre nos están mirando. Una, porque trabajo por el distrito, y otra porque pues dicen, pues no eres cristiana, no quieres esto, right? So tienes que estar al tanto todo el tiempo quién te está mirando y qué estás haciendo. So.
Yeah.
Pero eso es lo que hago ahorita. Estoy trabajando en la escuela y estoy esperando que se gradúe mi niña ya en unas cuantas semanas. Y otra etapa, y no me puedo, I can't wait to finish work because school is over, right? And then I'm going to move. So that way I want to be full force to be able to help with the Latinas for Life and with the pro-life movement, because it's hard. It's hard working and you have a teenager, and then, having to move. We're gonna move cities as well. So, but can't wait. I'm here.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, I'm back. I don't know. I think you're right. It's the devil. I've been fighting a lot. I don't know if you guys saw that I posted that this satanic temple has a location
I
in San
saw that. That's
Antonio.
crazy. I did see that.
And
I
then,
was
you know, San Antonio, Sonia can tell you, it's 90% Hispanic and Catholic. I was like,
I I was reading the comments and just somebody from the temple responded and it was just such a cockamamie response, you know? And I laugh because again, it takes us back to the abortion, right? Because nothing in the abortion industry is clear. Everything is vague and occluded, right? It's all under a cloud. It starts with you'll never find, you know, I've said this a million and one times. You will never find an abortion clinic in the United States that says abortion center of Tampa or abortion center of Texas or of Mexico or of California, Arizona. No, it's all family health, Planned Parenthood, Tampa Women, you
Pro
know,
Familia en Colombia. Pro Familia Colombia.
Pro Familia Colombia. And Puerto Rico, oh my gosh, you think you're going in there for wonderful services. And at one of my old clinics, Bread and Roses. You go in there, you're thinking que you vas para una panadería, right? Bread and Roses. I'm going to go to some kind Bread and Roses, and you're going in there for an abortion. So it's very occluded and very woo kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And so when I read that article, his responses were just as occluded, right? Because the enemy never comes, como dicen, con los cuernitos y la capita roja, right? The enemy, el diablo no se parece así. He's going to come in, that handsome guy or the pretty woman, or, you know, let's be friends and stuff like that, or let's help women by giving them choices. And then that's
because exactly their post was, Franny, I don't know if you saw it, but their post says menstruating with Satan.
Yes,
That's insane.
That's their post, menstruating with Satan. And they're talking about recruiting like menstruation materials or products for women in a shelter. All that sounds good, but why are they doing it? Because they think that we're gonna think they're caring for people.
correct.
They're being nice. You know, it's not what we're saying. Like people, this is Christians' fault. You know, Christians are not willing to do that. But little do they know that all the places that we're talking about are all Christian. That is still Christianity that helps the most are globally, right? And this is why we're on that fight. When I saw that, I'm like, this is why Latinas for Life is rising up, because these people are going for our communities, for our children.
Yeah.
And Sonia, in another segment, will tell you more about it, of all the stuff she gets to see in the school. And it's so sad. You know, she won't describe names or what school or anything like that, but just a few examples of what's happening inside the schools, just like Franny and Omi and all of us. But for today, we're already done with this segment, so we're gonna show you in the next segment what we used to do and talk a little bit more about our experiences in the abortion industry. But this is just the intro of what you will see for the next few weeks and months about us. Anything you guys can want to say before we cut off this one?
Invite your other Latina friends to listen, you know, because, invite your other Latina friends or non-Latina friends.
Right, all the friends, because word of mouth, you know, is very strong. And you know that when we recommend something, let's take it off of this podcast or off of abortion. You know, oh, hay una cafetería and it has really, really good coffee. Alguien quiere café? Oh, wait a minute, go there. Don't go to there, go to that one. And then before you know it, you've got people gravitating to that one. So word of mouth is so important, right? Because when I need help, I come to my trusted sisters, to my trusted friends. So the more that we share, the better it is. Speak up.
Anything from you, Franny?
No, I mean, yeah, we have just a lot to share, and we're excited to be part of it. And I hope everyone can join us and yeah, share away.
All right, then we'll see you in the next segment. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere, ladies. Thank you so much.